Hey everyone, welcome back to Hanson Never Done Farms. Sorry it's been a little while since we've updated you guys. It's July 4th, 2020. Happy July 4th, happy Independence Day.
Happy July 4th. We're going to be doing some updates today on the pigs and the chickens and the garden and the goats, of course, and we'll see different things in the garden area that has grown and see what happens.
You're not very good on the camera.
No, I'm not.
These girls have gotten so big. Their processing date is September 4th, or September 1st actually. So we have just a little under 2 months. And judging by the size, we're going to be right on track. She wants to be loved on. So she comes over here to be loved on a little bit. And she just wants to eat. I still haven't really been naming them. The grandsons do that. Well, hi you. Well, hi you. You're a good girl. She likes her scratches. Anyway, so that's the pigs. We've had some really cool weather lately. We've been in the low 70s, and so they've been enjoying it. Their little mud wallow kind of dried up a little bit, but they've not really been in it. They've been over there in the dirt, just digging down and cooling off over there. So anyway, so that is the update on the pigs. Everybody's doing good. The Bielefelders are doing good. 3 of the girls have started laying. I'm getting eggs. I'm not hatching yet. They're still a little small. But that's okay. We should start hatching, probably along August. I'll start hatching them.
2, so.
In the main coop. Somebody's singing an egg song in there. There's the flock. We'll take you in and show you what it looks like in here. Nesting boxes are full, which is what I like to see. Everybody's doing their job. And I don't know if I ever showed you guys this, but this is our roosting bars. We have cedar trees out back, and cedars have a natural curve to their limbs, and we had lost several limbs in a snowstorm a few years ago, and we used them to do our roosting bars. And they're wonderful. Anyways, just something to think about. Gonna walk out to the garden. The garden's doing really, really good. Really excited about it. We've already started picking vegetables. Lots of lettuce. The tomatoes are coming on, but they're not turning yet. Squash, zucchini. We've even picked a few cucumbers. They're looking really good. Take you over here and let you guys see everything that's going on. Tomatoes, I've come out and did a little bit of trimming on them. But another month and we'll start having tomatoes. Everything is doing really good. And we have the patty pan squash. Is doing real good. It's just loaded. Both of the plants are. We've enjoyed a couple of them. They're still coming on. Zucchinis. We have been picking lots of zucchinis, and they're doing really good. We had our first broccoli and cauliflower last week, and there's more broccoli coming on. Of course, the cauliflower is a one and done, but the broccoli will give you several weeks. We've been picking the lettuce. I've just been cutting it off at the base, and it's been regrowing, but I'm gonna have to come out and cut it back again because it's starting to bolt. We're just not eating it quick enough. But this is more broccoli and cauliflower coming on. Remember, I would have had a lot more had I not left the gate open and the goats came in. But spinach and lettuces, we've got lots. Potatoes are doing real good. We actually pulled a few potatoes just because I had ran out and we needed a few, but they're starting to die back, and once they die back, then we'll just pull them all and get to enjoy potatoes. I don't can them. My sister cans her excess potatoes, but we're not real crazy about them canned. We don't eat a lot of stews, so we tend to just keep them in a cool, dark place, and generally they last. Corn's doing really good. And the beans. We do pole beans. We don't like the bush beans as well. We just have better luck with the pole beans, and they're really starting to vine up real good. I know a lot of other areas they've already been picking beans and they're about done, but here in the Willamette Valley, July and August are our warmest months, and that's typically whenever we can start enjoying our green beans. But I see a flower, so we're gonna have beans soon. And these are the pickling cucumbers, and they are just loaded. Lots of bee activity. It's the bell peppers. And you can really see how well the corn is doing. Now that's the short row we did by seed. And so it's a little bit behind the others. But Jeff did something.
Went ahead and this over here on this side here, got some grass clippings. Kind of heard that the nitrogen and all that stuff would help the corn grow. This side has grown really well.
The back side?
The back side. And
it was
the 4th of July should be knee high.
Yeah, that's what we've always heard. We've always been told that your corn has to be knee high by the 4th of July.
And now it is.
We're kind of
high.
we're kind of ahead. We're kind of ahead. This is the back row is what we started in the greenhouse. And so we're a little ahead of the game, but even the stuff in the front that we started by seed, we're ahead because that's still above his knees. So, but it was looking, the back row was looking a little wilted and wasn't looking real good, and we knew it was getting enough water, and so Jeff did some reading and found out that it could be a nitrogen issue. Well, grass clippings, when you mow the lawn, that's chock full of nitrogen, so he just come out and dumped all of his grass clippings on, and it was almost overnight, the difference in it, and
it's tossling already,
and how well it's doing.
That's cool. It's looking really good.
That's a different moth. Butterfly. It's kind of pretty. Anyways, so.
And what are these? These are jalapenos.
Those are jalapenos. We kind of, whenever we brought these out of the greenhouse, Jeff set it too close to the, or I set it too close to the fence, and Clara took a bite out of it, but it's all right, it's coming back, and we have a couple more, so. But that's the crookneck squash, and that's doing real good. Oh, a weed, but it's doing really good. Date. Let's go check in on the goats, because I got some news for you guys. So there's Aspen and Maisie. Aspen is still in milk, still giving me about 3 cups a day. Maisie's 6 months old, so that's not too bad, second freshening. She's still a champ on the milk stand, and absolutely loving her, loving all the milk we're still getting. But she's just so chill. Her and Maisie look so much alike, a lot of the same markings, which I love, of course. And then we have Chivry. You know, Crystal over at Blue Cactus Dairy, she has Big Montana. I have Chivry. We call her Chev. But she was with Smokin', and they bred, and she did not come back into heat. And so we are assuming that she is bred. I'll do a pregnancy test on her in about 3 weeks. She has to be 50 days, 52 days. But, and then I'll talk to you more about the pregnancy tests. And then of course we have Kalani. I think she's our channel's favorite. She is doing wonderfully, still in milk. I could dry her up. She's 7 months in, and her production went down for a few days, but she boosted right back up, and I'm getting about 2.5 cups a day out of her. But it's about time to dry her off. Let her take a much needed break. But she is our favorite around here too, so. And then we have Panda. Panda is doing really well. I'm really excited about her, guys. I'm excited to see what she does next breeding season. We'll be breeding her along about January. She'll be a year old. She'll be 11 months old in January. No, she'll be a year old in January. So we'll be breeding her in January. And like I said, I'm really excited. She's got some really good body structure, some really, really good width. So that'll be interesting. And then Clara. Clara is still in milk, not giving as much as I had hoped. She's a little bit more difficult. She doesn't let down her milk real easy for me, and but that's okay. You know, she rounds out what we get from the other girls. I'm getting attacked, but she's just an absolute love. She's our funny farm. She makes everything interesting around here. If it can be got, she'll get it. And then of course,
is always up here.
Mocha and Annabelle. Those are Clara's. Okay. And they are doing wonderful. Mocha's really warmed up. She was such a skittish little thing. Didn't want anybody touching her. Always stood about a hand away from you. And it was like a light bulb went off, and she decided she really did like people. And she did, and she's just done really, really good. I'm really excited about her, really excited to see what we can do with her. We'll be breeding these two probably in March, April. Just depending on some things. We we'll see how it goes. And then we come to Elsa. If most of you remember, she came to us as more than likely bred, which wasn't the reason we bought her, but was just kind of an added bonus. But we sent a blood test off to Waddle, which is Washington Animal Laboratories. They do pregnancy checks and health checks, clean test herd, clean herd test, all of that. And anyways, got the results back from them, and it was negative. She did not come to us bred. She was not bred. So on April 24th, we put her back with Smokin', and she was back there for 3 weeks till May 14th. Never saw any breeding. Saw a few behaviors that I thought maybe she might be coming into heat, but we never saw any actual breeding. And after 3 weeks, she just was so miserable. We brought her back out thinking, well, if she's bred, she's bred. I did a pregnancy check last week. We have, they're called P-test, and we buy them from MLab, EMLAB. I'll leave a link in the description below. Anyways, they're just little P-tests. You gather their pee and put it in the little tube, and it'll tell you whether they're pregnant or not. It gives you a 90% accuracy, and it was positive, you guys. She's pregnant. She is due between September 17th and October 6th. Again, because we didn't see the breeding, so we're not real sure. But going over my video, I'm thinking 8 to 9 days after she was with Smokin' was when she was showing signs that she might be coming into heat. So by my calculations, that's around September 25th to 30th. We should start seeing some things now. Because the pregnancy test has a 90% accuracy, I will test her again in a few weeks just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure she's bred. I've not seen any signs of heat. We've opened that back gate and let the girls run in the back, and she's never shown any signs that she's even interested in the boys, or they her. So anyways, September 17th till October 7th, we're gonna have some Elsa and Smokin' babies on the ground. Really excited about that, guys. Stay tuned. And if you don't mind giving us a like, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks, guys.